Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll get notified of each new video as they come out.
Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival, and today is just a crappy, wet, and rainy day, so I thought it would be a good day to give you guys a look at these Newport Vessels battery boxes. Now, one of the viewers on the channel recommended these to me, and I checked them out. And I contacted the company. I said, man, I got a project that would be really good for these things. If you guys want to send some out, I'll do a review for you. And they agreed to do that. And so here we go. And they're really pretty cool, man. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of these before. I guess they're pretty popular in the fishing and trolling boat kind of world, you know, trolling motors and stuff. That's really what these things are designed for, is they're designed to be used on a small boat with a trolling motor. And I see a lot of cool applications for these things in the prepping world, just as kind of a standalone power station. And they only cost about $65 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below to them where you guys can check them out. They've got a lot of cool features. So let me just go over this. What I'm going to use these for is I'm going to use them in my off-grid solar project out in the barn to hold my 2 extra batteries. But they do a whole lot more than just hold the batteries. So as you can see, basically you've got the box, comes with an owner's manual and all that. You guys can check out the website at newportvessels.com. And what it is you've got this little, like a power control unit. I'll get a little closer here so you can see it on the top, and it allows you to have external battery connections here to hook up a trolling motor or any other accessory. For me, it's going to be the Energy Kodiak solar generator that I'm going to use on this. It's run through, you've got a 60 amp breaker going through these terminals, and then you have an additional 12 volt DC, lighter plug, and then you also have a USB plug as well. And both of them have got a little rubberized, because it's made to be used out on a boat, so it's, somewhat weatherproof. And so they got the rubberized plugs on them, and that is on a 10 amp breaker. So, if it clicks off, you can just re-click the button and it's reset. So that's pretty cool because you're not having to deal with blown fuses and stuff like that. Then you've also got a power meter. So if you can see that right here, you've got a power meter that shows 4 LEDs that shows how charged up your battery is. And I think that's a great option, especially for me working with this Energy Kodiak, because then it'll allow me to monitor the level of the batteries. Because one of the things that I've noticed is if the connections get loose on that solar generator, then the batteries won't keep up a charge. And that's why I've got this thing on the battery charger right now. Because the connections got loose on me, I didn't know it, and so they basically drained down a little bit. But so anyway, with this on there, you don't have to worry about that. You hook the, as you can see here on this one, I've got the cables connected to it, and they're tightened down real good and everything like that, and those are going to stay tight. And then all the ones I have to worry about are the external ones when I'm working with it. But from a prepping standpoint, I thought this was kind of cool because you could take a battery that you find anywhere, in a car, on the side of the road, if it's an SHTF situation, you find a 12 volt battery anywhere, and you can put it inside the box, strap everything down with you, throw it on your cart, on your ATV, on your whatever, in your car with you, whatever the case may be, and you have a power source with a DC 12 volt plug and a USB plug to be able to charge small devices and stuff like that. Maybe it's your cell phone, maybe your tablets, maybe who knows what, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe it's rechargeable flashlights, like flashlights from Olight have the USB charger on them. I mean, pretty much everything nowadays have USB chargers on them. So you'd be able to charge stuff up like that. And then you also obviously have the benefit of working with the external plugs as well. So this could go even in your truck, just in a regular car. Replace your standard battery box with this one And then, you know, you can hook up your battery cables to the outside, and then in an emergency, you can pop the hood and you've got your USB chargers and stuff, you know. So for like some older vehicles and stuff that don't have the new ones inside there, that might be kind of a cool thing, you know, maybe in a bug out vehicle or just a recreational vehicle or something like that. That might be kind of neat. Or even on a tractor, you know, out if you're working out in fields and your farm is, you know, out in a remote area and your battery goes dead on your cell phone, tractor broke down, you could charge it up with this. So I just think it's a pretty cool deal, and it's got a good heavy duty handle on it. It has these straps around it that, you know, clip in and they hold everything together. And, you know, those are plenty heavy duty to be able to hold this, hold it all together and everything. And so I think it's pretty neat. It'll hold up to a Group 27 battery, so that's a big battery, big deep cycle marine battery, you know, and bigger like truck batteries, and, you know, probably not some of the big industrial tractor sizes, but so it'll hold a lot of different size stuff, because that Group 27 is a pretty big size battery. So anyhow, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing out there, and I'm gonna hook it up in the barn with the Energy Kodiak, and I'll take you guys along and show you what that looks like here in just a second. Okay guys, so we got the Kodiak out here in the barn, got it hooked up with the two Newport Vessels battery boxes, and we can test the batteries there. We got the indicators so that we can test those. And kind of hard to see because I got them a little bit high, but we've got both those batteries running into the Kodiak, and then the Kodiak is hooked to I've got it on a timer, and then my 100 watt infrared warming light for the chickens, and it just comes on for 8 hours between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. and then it goes back off. And you know, they don't necessarily need it, and I understand that. I'm really just kind of trying to test out this system and all that kind of stuff, and you know, it keeps them a little bit warmer and it keeps them up in the roost close to where the light is, so it all works out good. So these battery boxes are pretty sweet, man. I mean, I really like the external posts on there, because that makes wiring up this kind of system really, really easy. You know, I don't really have any complaints with those at all so far. I mean, I think that it's going to work out really good, and I'm curious to see with the 3 100 watt panels if the Kodiak will, and those two batteries, if it'll be able to keep it full charged. So I'll do an update video talking about that to see, you know, if it's gonna be able to keep it up, you know, in the green or not, and you know, that'll be really interesting to see, I think. But you know, these Newport Vessels boxes, with all the stuff that they have built into them, they really can almost work as a power station, you know, on their own. And that's pretty cool, because I can think of a lot of different applications where that might come in handy. And you know, just pairing them with the Kodiak is just an easy situation for me, and it seems to work out, you know, pretty good. So anyway guys, that is just a you know, the conclusion, and looking at the setup that I've got going on here out at the barn. We have an extension cord that we run out here, but I'm trying to run the stuff off of the Kodiak and the two batteries for now, and we'll see how that does. But yeah, definitely go over and check out the Newport Vessels boxes. I'll put a link to them on Amazon down in the description below, and also to their website. And if you guys are interested in the Kodiak, then we've also still got the 20% off coupon. Just use Reality Survival for that when you check out, and I'll put a link down in the description below for that as well. So anyway guys, as always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys.